Very well. Thanks very much. It was fun to do. How are you doing? Working on a remake of the album. Well, it's not a remake. Lots of stuff in Texas. Hey!
Hey, Craig, how are you? Good.
I'm hoping to immigrate to this country.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Nice. Good turnout. No. Well, you're right. Yeah, we met around the animation panel at yours. Chuck. The Chuck Jones.
Channels and
You had to say that. Only because you were there. I resisted. I wouldn't lower myself. No, because I do it every day at work. Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's fun to do. You did a beautiful job. Thank you. Boy, you got it? Oh, you got it even. Wired? How are you?
Yeah, it's actually helping, of course. Maybe I'll learn Where are you now? Nowhere.
We got a little dinky office in Burbank, you know, and there's the story. And one frame popped out. That was how it did. It was a bunch of bells. That's how he did it. Pretty reliable. New Panasonic cameras that NAB were showing inside the like the banner.
And welcome to a ceremony for one of Tinseltown's most celebrated honors, a Walk of Fame star. This event is sponsored by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce and the Hollywood Historic Trust. This morning we pay tribute to one of the greatest stop-motion animators in motion picture history. Today we will place a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for Ray Harryhausen. He'll be up here in a moment. He'll be up here. Let me introduce a man who is the guiding light of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. He's been with us during the revitalization of our community. I think you'll all have to agree it's looking better, and he has given us good leadership. We can show him our appreciation by a nice round of applause. Welcome the President and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber, LeRon Gubler.
Thank you, Johnny Grant. Good morning and welcome to Hollywood. You know, over the last several decades, special effects have become increasingly important to the success of motion pictures. So much so that we have begun to recognize many of the special effects wizards with their own stars on the Walk of Fame. Past honorees have included Stan Winston and Dennis Muren, and today we're delighted to be able to honor a legend in special effects. So congratulations to Ray Harryhausen on receiving the 2,228th star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And now, welcome back, Johnny Grant.
Ray Harryhausen consumed his first taste of movie magic when as a young boy he saw King Kong at Grauman's Chinese Theater. His all transformed itself into energetic action as he constructed models of prehistoric animals and set them in prepared dioramas of antediluvian swamps and giant tinfoil plants. Then he breathed life into the scenes by painstakingly animating them frame by frame, working alone with his camera in his father's garage. He enrolled at Los Angeles City College to study sculpture, photography, and drama, and a year later, when Hungarian animator George Powell came to Hollywood, Harryhausen landed a job animating the carved wooden puppets in Powell's Puppy Toon series. And another great bit of luck, Ray served in World War II as a part of the Army Motion Picture Unit, where his good fortune found him working for Frank Capra. King Kong animator Willis O'Brien gave Harryhausen his first feature work. You want to applaud Willis? Go ahead. Be loose out there, folks. Do anything you want to. If I say something you like, go, hey, you know. I have never seen so many cameras as we have here today. Are you all doing stop action? All right. The picture, by the way, Mighty Joe Young was done in 1949, and the picture garnered an Academy Award for Best Special Effects and paved the way for Ray to move on to a new territory. The 1950s brought a new audience to the theaters, one that wanted to be thrilled by the latest innovations and discoveries in the field of science. Ray created a film in which a prehistoric beast is awakened from an atomic explosion and decimates most of Coney Island before finally being destroyed. The beast from 20,000 Fathoms became an immediate success. Why did you applaud when I said beast? By the early 1960s, Harryhausen had been responsible for an astonishing series of fantastic film creations, including It Came From Beneath the Sea, Earth versus the Flying Saucers, and 20 Million Miles of Earth. Not one of you going to applaud those?
Yeah!
Renowned for his outstanding visual imagination, along with his painstaking attention to detail, Ray did the lighting, camera work, sets, and animation himself for almost all of his stop-motion features and creations. Now, our guest speakers will elaborate on Ray's work, but let me say this is a man who had the foresight and talent to bring us such innovations as The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, now you're my kind of an artist. The Three Worlds of Gulliver, Mysterious Island, Jason and the Argonauts, and his last film in 1981, Flash of the Titans. Ray Harryhausen's contributions to the world of filmmaking are extensive. His features have stood the test of time and still bring joy to the many who continue to watch them and to those newcomers who are still discovering Ray's truly fantastic world of films. So I ask you to join me today here on Hollywood Boulevard to welcome our honored guest as we prepare to place a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for Ray Harryhausen. That gives him a direct shot up.
That's great.
We think of everything. Well, now, let's see. I've got a couple of speakers plus a gentleman who wanted to say a few words because he actually was the individual that nominated Ray. He is a retired high school and college teacher and documentary filmmaker. And somebody get your watch out now. He's got 1 minute. Would you welcome Arnold Cooner right here today?
I don't normally carry a cheat sheet, but I'm a wreck today, so you'll have to excuse me. I want to thank the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Johnny Grant, and Ms. Anna Martinez-Howard, and for their continued support over the last 5 years to get Ray his star. I'm extremely grateful to the hundreds of people, friends and colleagues, everyone in the industry I could get in touch with, who helped me make this day happen. I'm especially grateful to 2 other very special people, Mr. Howard Green of the Walt Disney Company. Where is Howard?
Hey,
Howard Green. For too many reasons to mention at this point, but I'm extremely grateful. And to my best friend, who happens to also be my wife, Marlene. Right here. I'm expecting Harry Hamlin to come out of here with Medusa's head at any moment, so I don't think we could have chosen a more appropriate spot for Ray. This is Jason the Argonauts. We're just on set, that's all. Thank you very much.
Pretty good. You only went 5 seconds over. Let me acknowledge, too, the chairman of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. I know you ladies will like this, because right now we are being led by a very talented architect. She is here today, and I want you to say hello to Christy Van Cleve right here. We have a lot of people here today. I've got a list of 3 or 4. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the speaker first and then in between. Recently, the mayors of the major cities in America selected their favorite book and made it the read of the month in their city. In Los Angeles, Mayor Hahn chose Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah.
And was also one of the speakers at the Walk of Fame ceremony honoring the author. He's here now. I know you want to give him a great welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who brought us Fahrenheit 451 and the Martin Chronicles, Ray Bradbury. Yeah. Right here.
This is a wonderful, I feel as if you're honoring me too, because Ray and I have known each other for 65 years. It's wonderful. Forrest Ackerman brought us together when we were just out of high school. We had an immediate friendship because I had dreams of writing screenplays about dinosaurs, and Ray had dreams of animating dinosaurs. So a friendship began then and continued for the next 65 years. If I had my way, I got a star off on Hollywood Boulevard here, 3 blocks away. Some night I'm going to dig it up and bring it down next to Ray's star. How many friendships have you known in your lifetime that have lasted so long? My love for this wonderful pal has never stopped. And I was here at this theater with him 30 years ago for a preview of one of his films. I followed his career, he followed mine. So today is a happy day for me happy one to Ray Harryhausen. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Well, I have a list of a few people that may or may not be here, so I won't go into long introductions. But from the enthusiasm I'm getting from the crowd, I have a feeling you know more about these people than I do, a lot more. And all I have to do is give you, hello? I've had a lot of strange things happen on Hollywood Boulevard. I do see an old colleague of mine here, one of America's top disc jockeys from, of course, Rowan and Martin. Acknowledge Mr. Gary Owens. Right there.
Oh my God.
Here's a gentleman we honored not too long ago with his star on the wall, and one of the very best at what he does in special effects. So, ladies and gentlemen, Stan Winston.
Yeah. All right.
Now, I haven't seen Dennis Buren. Did he make it through traffic? Is he here? Dennis? Well, let's applaud him anyway. He's good. And Jeffrey Katzenberg supported this star and is on his way down here, as is Steven Spielberg. So you have a lot of support, my friend. I want you to know that. And if I've forgotten anybody, is there anybody out there who feels that they should have been introduced this morning? Raise your hand. Thank you. Applaud. Gordon Hessler is back there, who directed Golden Boys of Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, the Forrest J. Ackerman. Looks like he wants to talk.
Well, Ray, I nearly died twice last year, but I knew I had to survive to come and celebrate this magic moment with you. I still recall 1939, a little teenager came to visit me, and I gave you my first set of stills from King Kong. So, congratulations.
All right.
We welcome to the podium next a three-time Oscar nominee who's one of only 6 filmmakers with the unique distinction of having his first 2 feature films receive nominations for the Best Picture Academy Award. 1994 is the Shawshank Redemption, and 1999 is The Green Mile. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frank Darabont, right here.
Am I being timed? Will the orchestra wave me off? That's what I want to know, Johnny. My mind is a little blown right now, actually, before I get to what I wrote. Because it just occurred to me that I got to step up here on stage with Ray Harryhausen, Ray Bradbury, and Forrest J. Ackerman, who are my three uncles, if not my 3 fathers. And the 2 Rays are well, 2 of my all-time storytelling heroes, both named Ray. Here they are. So I just wanted to share that little moment of whose life am I living? But we're not here for anybody today but Ray Harryhausen. He's the man. Known for making magic 1 frame at a time. See, guys like me, we cheat. We keep the camera rolling at 24 frames a second, and we just have actors walk around and talk. That's the easy way. Ray did it the hard way. A single frame of motion picture film capturing a tableau of his own devising, peopled with characters created by his own hands. And then on to the next frame he would go, having moved those characters imperceptibly to the eye while the shutter was closed, but not so imperceptibly to the camera. Because when a projector played back the results of his painstaking labors, Ray, more than anybody, got to the truth of Edison's clever invention, that movies recreate life as a 24 frames per second illusion. Ray is nothing short of a magician who spent a lifetime pulling remarkable rabbits out of awe-inspiring hats. And in pulling those rabbits, Ray assured his place in the firmament of film pioneers such as Edison, Méliès, and Willis O'Brien. And there isn't a Matrix movie being made today that doesn't owe a debt to you. But it goes deeper than that, at least for guys like me. The torch that Ray has passed on to the generations that followed was no mere technical bag of tricks. It was a sheer love of story and a sheer mastery in the telling that has inspired so many of us. There's not a person that I know in the creative end of the motion picture business who hasn't been touched by the inspiration that Ray Harryhausen provided. We are merely among his legions of fans worldwide. And yes, a lot of us showed up here today. There's Rick Baker. Stan Winston. Greg Nicotero. The big three of special effects makeup. There's Mick Garris. There's me. They're all friends. They're all very dear friends, but Greg and I particularly, we've spent endless hours sitting around my dining room table discussing Ray Harryhausen movies and this great moment or that great moment, and always marveling at the wonder that they inspired in us and the desire they inspired in us to want to be in this business, part of telling stories. I once, and it goes way beyond that. I once asked Tom Hanks on the set of The Green Mile what first made him want to be an actor. What was it that provided that spark of desire? Tom looked at me and said that when he was a kid, he saw Jason fighting the skeletons and knew instantly that's what he wanted to do with his life. Battle skeletons. So Ray, the world has you to thank for Tom Hanks, too. Jason and the Argonauts is his all-time favorite movie, and one of those films that put him on the path of his life. I've had this conversation with a lot of people. Steven Spielberg told me that he leans a little more toward the Cyclops and the Dragon in Seventh Voyage, but
Here, here.
For me it's a total toss-up. I cannot choose, I'm sorry. Ray, of all the people you've helped inspire into this business of telling stories, I cannot tell you what an honor it is for me to be the one who gets to stand up here and on behalf of all of us, thank you for a lifetime of tutelage and brilliance and all the magic you provided, one frame at a time. The recognition of a star on the Walk of Fame has never been more richly deserved. Folks, let's show Ray our love and appreciation, shall we? Yeah.
Rick Baker, did anybody mention Rick is here? Yeah. I can't hear it anymore. I've been on the boulevard so much. Rick Baker, another of the greats in special effects, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I call our honored guest up, I'd like to do something. I like to see young people get ahead. And I like to encourage them. And just this morning, I met a gentleman from Tribune in Orlando, Florida. And he has brought his daughter here to Hollywood for a week because she is one of the gifted ones in the schools down there and wants to be a director. So I want her to just stand right here and let her father take a picture. Can you imagine when she goes home and says, I met those people on Hollywood Boulevard? Huh? So, take a picture of it. Come around, Bob. Now let's welcome this lady and hope that she makes it in Hollywood. She might write the next Fahrenheit. You never know.
Going to package your children. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And good luck to you. Now, I have a proclamation here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Now, therefore, be it resolved that by the adoption of this resolution, the City Council and the Mayor of the City of Los Angeles hereby congratulate Ray Harryhausen on this well-deserved honor of receiving his star on the world-famous Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, I must tell you, Ray, this is an unusual document because, you know, our City Council never agrees on anything. They all agree on you. It is signed by all of them and the mayor. So, here is the proclamation, and as the mayor of Hollywood, I hereby proclaim this Ray Harryhausen Day in Hollywood.
It's certainly a pleasure to be here and to be part of this wonderful Hollywood Walk of Fame. And it all started there at Grumman's Chinese in 1933, when I innocently walked into that cinema, and I haven't been the same since. So it shows how influential a film can be. I'm just glad that I didn't latch on to Little Caesar with Edward G. Robinson. I could have been a godfather today. But anyway, it's a delight to be here and be part of it. And I particularly want to thank the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, and especially Johnny Grant and Anna Hollis. The middle name gets me. Tongue twister. Montanez. And they supported me and their efforts on my behalf all through this system of getting the star. But I do owe everything to Willis O'Brien, who was my mentor, and I had the great pleasure of working with him in many pictures. And that was the highlight of my life when I got to work with my heroes, Michael Joe Young. So all I can say is that I am extremely grateful to everyone who helped Arnold Cooper, who stimulated this whole thing, and it's just amazing that it got through. And it's sure difficult to imagine that 70 years have gone by, and I happen to have a star right near where it all started in the first place. Thank you.
And you know, at each appearance I make, I try to give a little bit of history, 1 second or two of history. This is a very historic building. Something happened here. Now, it isn't going to happen to us because, you know, we all have young blood. It's just an old container. And, but this is where the final services were held for D.W. Griffith. Right in there. Right in this building. Into this Sonic Light. Yeah, right here. Yeah. And now we're going to make it more historic by unveiling the star for Ray Harryhausen.
Hi, Ray. Ray. I haven't seen it for like, I didn't have Sunday from New Jersey. We haven't seen April. That's what, yeah, but it hasn't been here yet. I've been here since Thursday. That's all right. Doesn't it?
Yeah, now he's got broken legs a little bit.
I should go. We have a beta. One little beta, boy, you have something else. But, you know, put this more into the logistics of building that, not the fish itself. Now we're going to kind of do an English tutor and cultures more modern. Now we have 2 dogs, 3 guinea pigs, 3 chickens, and a fish. And 5 and a half. And then one of the big, the half, yeah, it's really nice. 2 acres. Back up against the mountain or something nice.
Except it's just one of them.
Yeah. We'll eat the fish and the chicken. No, it's a cat. We had one half of it. Because we had a dog. He would just melt to death. bobcat. They're bobcat.
They're mountains. Yeah.
Small
They're elite cats.
Yeah.
Kind of get sick.
And chickens.
Good our dog.
Yeah, right. Make that, well, actually, make that fully into the rest of it kind of open, but that was before the snake farm.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah, I got a dog, and she's got a fighter. She took it. Now you can tell. It's a fox terrier. She stuck. She made it. I know. The snake ends up coming up the very next day. I killed it. With what? A shovel. Had 8 Yeah, they grow a rattle for each year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wicked. This way.
But you never dream in that dark room about some kind of time. Oh, my there's help. He might be Wesley. It happens at the end of shows.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like for many people. The stress goes away and you get sick as a dog. Yeah, but I hope so. It's permanent. They're pretty. I know. Well, this one was fairly controlled. Hey, Johnny, who does the Who does the Lionel Richie?
So when are you guys next down here?
Huh?
When are you next down here with the kids?
Where you go, boy? No. Since my schedule is I'm hoping I can come down. You're probably going to a restaurant, aren't you?
Oh.
No, but I'm going to see it next week. Oh, great. I heard it's great. I read a review as opposed to the ones that really were right. Yeah, it sounded great. It's opening up around me. This one's that's good.
Here we go. Oh, there you are. Hi.
Our next ceremony will be Lionel Richie on the 20th. Lionel Richie. He's entertained us for Long Store representative. You all right?